Hello and welcome to Yoga TX. My name is Crystal. Thank you so much for showing up today. Today I have a beginner-friendly practice. We're going to stay pretty low to the ground, no standing, no props needed for this class. So let's get right into it. We're going to start on hands and knees, which is called tabletop position. And then just take a little bit of free movement here. Now that might just be swaying hips side to side. Or if you want to get into some cat-cows, you might pull your heart forward, this cow pose, and then press the floor away and puff up the back of your heart for cat. So again, just any free movement here, and that might even mean just settling your hips back and down for a child's pose. Sometimes free movement might mean being still for some of us, and that's what feels good in our body in this moment. So it's just whatever you need for these first few breaths of class. And then we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. Start to draw your right knee towards your right elbow, and then we'll take some big hip circles here. So moving that knee as wide, around like a wider radius perhaps, as wide as you can, and then switch directions, take it the other way. And the next time your knee is towards your elbow, pause there, engage the core a bit, and then step that foot wide out to the right so that the foot lands in line with your left knee. All right, from here, ground into your right hand. Inhale, float the left hand up, so turn away from that extended leg. As you exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes underneath the right, left ear towards the earth. Now, if this feels really wobbly and uncomfortable, come up, reset yourself. You can thread the needle with both knees on the ground. And that is also welcome. So feel free to try both. Find what works for you today. And just take a few breaths here in this thread the needle position. All right, press into your right hand. Inhale, reach the left hand up. And then exhale, both hands down. Now, if you've grounded both knees, re-extend that right leg out. We'll get a little more into the hips here. As you inhale, pull your heart forward. And then exhale, press your hips back. It's like a single leg child, which just sounds like a weird thing to say. Inhale, shift back forward like cow. And then as you exhale, turn your right heel in, toes out, and then shift your weight over to the right as you bend your knee. You should feel a nice stretch in your hips here. Let's do that once more. Turn your toes forward. Inhale, let the belly drop. And then exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, shift forward. And then exhale, dial your toes out, bend your right knee, shift your weight over to the right. Nice. Come back through center. Reground both knees. Maybe take a little shimmy or a round of cat-cow here. And we'll just shift to the other side. Draw your left knee towards your left elbow. I can't talk. And then take those big sweeping circles. A few in each direction. And then the next time knee comes towards your tricep, pause, press the floor away, stay firm, and then extend the left foot out, land it in line with your right knee. Nice. Press into your left hand, inhale, reach the right hand up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, right ear to the earth. Again, if this is uncomfortable with the leg extended, you can come up, reset both knees down, and then take that same movement with the arms to get to your thread the needle. Finding what works for you on this side. And take a few breaths here, enjoying this twist in the upper body. Maybe it feels a little bit strange, like you're flipped on your head. I often feel like the first time we do any yoga pose, I feel like I'm being flipped on my head. I still sometimes feel like that. And then press into your left hand. Inhale, reach the right hand up. As you exhale, reground the right hand. And if you've grounded both knees, extend the left leg out once more. And then inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, shift your hips back towards your heels. Inhale to shift forward. And as you exhale, dial your left toes out. Bend your left knee as you shift to the left. Ooh, I felt that one. Dial toes forward as you inhale. Belly drops. And exhale, send your hips back and down. Inhale to shift forward. And then exhale, dial the toes out as you bend your left knee. Right, inhale back through center. And as you exhale, ground both knees. Again, maybe find a little bit of a wiggle here. And then keep your hips over your knees. Walk your hands forward for puppy pose. Lower your forehead to the earth. You can tuck the toes. That might feel a little bit more supportive, or you can leave them untucked. If you want a little more sensation, you can crawl your fingertips more forward and lift the elbows off the earth. But it might feel most supportive just keeping the forearms and palms down. All right, from here, our exit will be to roll forward onto our belly. So make your way forward, let the pelvis relax on the earth. And then keep your heart lifted, so bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. This is Sphinx pose. And here you want the tops of the feet on the mat, so untuck the toes if they're tucked. And then imagine you can pull your heart through your arms, so traction your elbows back towards your feet, maybe lift your gaze. And if this feels like a lot on the low back, you can squeeze your butt cheeks together. I need a good spring or summer word for butt cheeks. In fall, I call them pumpkins, but it's not that time at the time of filming this, so I need to work on that. And then release any traction. Take some neck circles here, tuck chin to chest, roll ear to shoulder. You might even play with looking over one shoulder. Can you see that foot behind you? And then take it the other way. All right, coming back through center. We're going to widen our elbows apart from each other. I call this a cactus pancake. Turn your left ear to the earth so you're looking to the right. And then from here, bend your right knee and then slide that knee out to the side so it's in line with your right hip, like it's a little frog leg. This is hug the earth pose. And this is the pose. There's no pushing or pulling of anything here. We're just letting the weight of our body rest on the earth. Now you're welcome to stay right here. Or if you'd like to take this into a twist, bring your upper body back into that Sphinx shape. And then from here, we'll thread, we did this earlier, thread your left arm underneath the right. Now really reach towards the right side of your space. Try to get the back of your left shoulder on the earth. And again, we're working towards a twist here. When you can't reach anymore, you'll reach your top right hand up to the ceiling and think about painting a rainbow here. So reach up and all the way over so that your shoulder blades touch the mat. And at this point, we are in a supine twist. You might choose to bend both knees here. That might be most comfortable for us if we're not used to twisting. Otherwise, that bent knee does not have to stay grounded. It's okay if it floats up off the earth. And again, really work towards having both shoulder blades down. So if you feel stuck somewhere, take your bottom arm and use that as a lever. Press the elbow into the floor so you can rotate your heart towards the ceiling. And once you found your expression of this today, you can T or cactus the arms. Just enjoy this twist. To come out of this, bring your right hand back up and over, or erase that rainbow you drew. Right hand meets the left hand, and we'll come back onto our belly with both legs extended back. And find your cactus pancake. Turn your right ear to the floor, gaze to the left, bend your left knee, and then slide it out toward your left elbow. Getting a little bit of an inner groin stretch here. Hug the earth left side. And again, you're welcome to stay right here if you know that that twist is not something calling to you today. If you do want to work towards it, you'll upright your heart, your head, and then you can crawl your elbows back onto the mat. Thread your right arm underneath the left, and once again, really reach over to the left side of your space. Try to get the back of the right shoulder, so you can already start to stack your left shoulder on top of the right. Maybe using that left hand to press your heart open. And then again, here's where I use that right elbow to rotate even more. And then I'll tee out my arms or cactus them. And if this feels like a lot, again, you can bend both knees here. So think about sliding your right knee underneath the left. And then you're in that twist. Or you can keep that right leg straight, and the left knee can float in space. All right, different exit on this side. I'm gonna come on to my back. Now you can get there however works for you, or you might be like, how the heck do I get out of this? I like to take that bent knee, the top bent knee, and bring it up towards the ceiling. And then that realigns my body so that I can get back onto the center of my mat. So it takes a little bit of wiggling and maneuvering. All right, and then from here, hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, plant both feet. We'll do one round of bridge pose. So bring your arms along your sides like a railway. And your feet are about hips width distance here. On an inhale, press your hips up towards the ceiling. Now you can stay right here. Palms will press into the earth, so make your arms really strong here. You can also interlace your hands underneath you, and that might allow your shoulder blades to walk closer to each other. Maybe the hips get a little more height. Now think about pulling your chin out of your chest to make space for your throat. If you have the hands bound, unbind them. And before lowering down, bring your hands palms face down underneath your butt. And then start to lower your seat down onto your hands. We'll take a fish pose to close out. So from here, I'll press my hands and elbows into the earth to lift my heart and tap the top of my head to the earth. So the arms are just, again, a lever here to readjust everything. I can keep my knees bent here, or I can also straighten my legs, and that actually feels better to me. It feels like a little bit more counterweight to the top of my head being down. It takes a little bit of pressure out of my head. All right, breathing here, sometimes it's really uncomfortable to have a heart and throat chakra opener. We don't spend a lot of time hanging out like this in our day-to-day lives. When you're ready to come out, you'll press your elbows into the earth. Tuck your chin towards the chest and then lower the back of your head down. You can wiggle side to side to release your hands. And then once again, hug your knees into your chest. We'll take a happy baby, reach up for the inner or outer edges of the feet. And if that feels like a lot, you can also bring your forearms into the pits of your knees. Rock side to side here. Shavasana. Dead body pose. That's how we often end our yoga classes. So you can think about extending arms and legs away from the center line of the body. Or you can also end with a hip opener, soles of feet together, knees wide. Whatever is comforting, nurturing to you as we close out this practice. And feel the rise of the belly, of the chest with each inhale. Feel the fall, the descent, the emptying of the lungs with each exhale. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. If you're ready to come out, we'll meet in a seat. So you might find a little bit of a wiggle or a good morning stretch, reaching your arms overhead, lengthen the feet forward. And then make your way to sit up, rolling to one side, and then using your hands to press yourself up. Ooh. Wow. My head's in the clouds. Bring your palms to your heart space, and we'll seal this practice with a breath together. Start by exhaling all your air out. And then inhale, fill your lungs. Take in a little extra sip at the top, and sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Yoga TX. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe to the page. If you want to follow me personally, you can find me on Instagram. My handle is at its_Crystal, CRYST, 5 A's and an L. Namaste, yogis.